Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Dungeon. As you can see, a man who has been on this show more than once, Coach Killer Cox, is here in the Bergman Tennis Coach. Great to have you. It's always great to, when school starts, you're the first one to call me and say, let's have these tennis players on. And I'm excited for you guys. You've had a good run the last couple of years, and you got some returning players that looks like they could actually maybe bring you a state title.
I'm expecting that, especially the girls have a chance. Jordan has gotten so much better singles. Drew Tabor, some of the others, they're a lot better than they have been. So if we get our heads on right, we could bring home some hardware, hopefully.
Well, you know, the difference is that year of experience of being able to play in the state tournament, understand what it's like, what kind of competition you're going to come up with. You know, playing the districts is one thing, but when you get to the state level, it's a whole nother realm because a lot of private schools are in there playing in your classification, and you need to be able to compete with them who've got their tennis coaches with them.
Yes, and and it's a different feel. It's just like going to the NCAA Final Four. The electricity is different. The whole vibe is different. So, yes, we've got some of the guys and girls that have been there for 4 years, and hopefully the experience will pay off.
Well, I'm excited to hear you and I saw each other last week, talked a little bit about leading up to this show. You're going to host the state tournament, going to let them play on some courts that they're used to playing on. There is a little bit of home field advantage here with going into the state tournament.
Yes, I always try to take our seniors out to eat, and I said, we're going to host. And I said, do you want to do it here, local? And they all said that we'll sleep in our own beds. It was unanimous. And so we're going to host it here. We'll start with the country club, and some of them will be at the city courts, and then all the finals will be at the country club because they got the extra court. So bring in a lot of different schools and stuff. Should be fun. It'll
be exciting to see. You hosted it 2 years ago, but you held it down in Conway. Or Russellville. Held it down there, even though you were the host school. But this year you're going to bring it here, a little home field advantage, and it ought to be exciting. And hopefully we can pass out some hardware.
Yes, I hope so. And, of course, Coach Howard's excited because we don't have to spend for a motel room. So, hey, Coach. So, but anyway.
Give them a plug. It's okay. They're trying to save money out of your budget. We know you're going to need it, right?
And it is a home field advantage. Sometimes, and it's neat to go somewhere and stay all night in a motel, but you have to do this 2 days. One night would have been different. So they can, our routine's going to be more the norm. Eat at the same places, sleep in your same bed, get up at the same time, and hopefully that will work in our advantage.
Hopefully, I will assume that this year, and you probably hadn't gotten that far, but the districts will be held out there as well.
Yes, October 4th, I believe. Yes,
that'll be interesting. Now, the conference always gets into be interesting. Who's going to be playing tennis? I know Valley's playing. Is Mountain View?
And that's it.
That's it, the three of you.
Yes. And which is a good thing. The AAA, to add tennis in our north central Arkansas, there's very few schools. And to try to make it a 4-team school, we'd probably have had about to leave the night before to get there to some of these places we'd had to. So it's good for playing, but it's also hard on scheduling because you take 2 matches away from us. But we like it, so it's worked out for us.
Are you back doing the tri rotations in Mountain Home?
Do a little bit. We're going to meet Mountain View at Fairfield Bay one time, and then we're going to also meet them in Mountain Home the other time. And I don't know. And I think Valley and Mountain View are both meeting at Mountain Home both times.
Both times. Coach over there at Valley he's still getting his feet wet. He's still learning how to do it, trying to build, kind of copycat what you're trying to do with the program.
Good guy. He's really interested in the game. He's working at it. He's a student of the game. He's trying anything that anybody will offer his advice. He's trying to accept. And they had 2 guys finish in the Final Four last year, and they beat us in district. And I would have, if I was going to wager money, I would have lost. So he's doing a lot of things right. And
that doubles team didn't win a match all season until it got to the districts when it won the district tournament.
Yeah, so that's all that matters.
That's right. It's amazing.
And so, yeah.
It's the way the ball bounces, right?
That happens. Yeah, we've had our day. I mean, it was they had beaten. Of course, going back, if we're going to go back a little bit, and Marcus had some health issues last year, and him and Jordan didn't get to gel like they should have. But at the same time, Nick and Dawson, they gelled. I mean, they did it when they had to. So,
let's talk about your doubles team over there. That they made a run themselves.
Yeah, we're going to change up a little bit this year. We got Kelsey and Tasha. Golly, you know you're going to go in, and the hopefully, and I don't want to jinx myself, but they should do well in the finals. They complement each other well. Just look like it's going to be a fun team. Both are,
Does she break out in song at all?
Well, I don't know, some type of ritual. I don't know.
It's something.
We won't get started because she goes into me occasionally also, but no, but it's all fun. They're good. The thing about us, we'll even include Tabor in this. They're all good kids, and they're fun, and for the most part. Yeah, what the younger ones will have to learn, and I know I'm rambling a little bit.
That's all right.
The work ethics of the three seniors is second to none. They've seen the seniors before them. Let's go play. Let's go play. You can only do so much in practice. Tennis is when, let's do more than that. And if the younger ones will watch them and learn from them, our success will continue. So they have been the foundation, and going back to doubles, they're going to be pretty good.
So who's playing your singles for you now on the girls' side?
It's all up in the air, like we say. We've changed it up a little bit. Caitlin Ply's interested in playing singles, and I really, other than that, it's just we're just going to have to work it out and see who gets there. I don't know.
How about on the boys' side?
Boys' side, Jordan's our lone senior, and talking about somebody that's improved. He can play the game.
He's very athletic. I mean, he's he can play golf. He can play a little basketball. He can do a couple of things besides play tennis.
And once again, it's his work ethic. I mean, he and I have played, and I'll go out to hit, and he's out there with somebody else, or he's texting me, let's go hit, and that's where you get better. And so. The expectations are really, we've never done real well in boys. We finished third several times, and he's as good as those. So hopefully he'll sneak in there and bring home some hardware.
He's a good kid. Like to mess him a little bit, but he's all right.
Yeah, we'll say that since his mama probably watches the show. So, so yeah, and they're all good kids. Yeah. So.
Tabor, he's an interesting fellow, isn't he?
Yes. We don't even
want to go there.
Look at that. That's a whole nother show. So.
Yeah, because his mama will come right down here and let me know exactly what she thinks.
Yes. And me too.
Yeah.
So,
it's all right. What about on the girls' side, though? Who's on the boys' doubles, who's going to play? Are you still opening that up?
We're still open. Right now I've only got 4 boys out. Never had this situation before, but on the way coming here, guys hollered at me, can I still play? I said, sure. So we'll end up with a full team, I'm pretty sure. Drew is as athletic as they come, quick, got a lot of natural instinct. That's stuff you can't teach. If he'll get the work habits of Jordan, there's his limits are unboundless. So he's doing pretty. Grant has improved.
Grant. You look at Grant and he's kind of slimmed down, lost a little weight, picked up a step or two in his movement.
Yeah, and he's tennis wise, he's come a long ways. He's got to get mentally tough. That's part of it. Logan Rutledge, we shipped him off. Great 9th grader. Of course, Weston that graduated 2 years ago. He's played with him all his life, so he's got a lot of natural skills. Looked really good yesterday in practice. So, the ones that are around here, they're looking good. We just got to put it together.
When's your first match? When you play in Harrison?
We play
to see if you can knock your brother down a little bit?
Yes, bring them back to reality. We play them next Monday. We start off with them on the 29th, then we go to Mountain Home that Thursday, and I can only remember a week at a time. We'll play Shiloh, Siloam Springs.
You'll play anybody that wants to play.
Yeah, and a lot of people, we have to travel. A lot of people don't want to come up here, so we'll go to Fairfield, we'll play Greers Ferry at Fairfield Bay. So kids just do not like that. But
yeah, it's a shame to get out of school early and go, right?
Yes.
It's a shame. Well, Coach, let's take a short break. We come back. Let's bring these players out here and let's see if we can have a little fun with them and find out a little bit more in-depth information about them. We'll be right back.